Ronald Melzack was born in 1929 in Montreal. His parents were working class, and he was one of 3 boys. The family didn't have the means for all of the boys to pursue a post-secondary education, so Ronald went to university while the brothers worked at the family bookstore. It's been said that Dr. Ron Melzack has done for pain research and pain management what Einstein did for physics.
Well, Ron Melzack has contributed very fundamental basis of our physiological and psychological understanding of pain.
At the time when Ron Melzack and Pat Wall were first writing, pain was a fairly small, somewhat obscure field of neurophysiology. Now it's one of the major fields.
Pain is very valuable stuff. I think it is such an essential part of our human life.
After time spent at University College London and the University of Pisa in Italy, Dr. Melzack joined the faculty at MIT in the early 60s. He and his colleague, Dr. Patrick Wall, developed the groundbreaking gait control theory that would initiate a new era of research around the globe in numerous fields.
I think the gait control theory explained a lot of observational facts which had been floating around rather vaguely without really coming into focus, you might say.
What the gait control theory provided was a mechanism, or the possibility of a mechanism, where under certain sets of circumstances it might be that the pain message, if you like, from the toe to the brain just never got there.
That is the great breakthrough. When Pat Wall and I proposed the gait control theory of pain, it was nerve impulses from an injured area in the body going into the spinal cord, and there was what we called a gait. So if you were busy thinking about something else, the gate might be shut, you might not even feel the pain. And then the gate can be wide open. You are anxious and worried about something, and your pain is enhanced, or along with your pain comes a stress. So now what we have is a real field of psychology. I mean, psychology is now an integral part of the pain field.
Dr. Melzack is also credited with the development of the McGill Pain Questionnaire, a clinical tool that, once established, quickly became the gold standard used around the world for measuring pain in clinical research. Much of his foundational thinking for the questionnaire came during his postdoctoral work with Dr. Livingston in Oregon, doing research with patients suffering from a variety of chronic pain, such as phantom limb pain.
Ron Melzack's McGill Pain Questionnaire was really a major step, because previous to that there really was no widely accepted measure of pain.
He was working with patients who had pain problems, and that's of course how he developed, from a scientific point of view, developed the pain questionnaire, the McGill Pain Questionnaire, which is used everywhere.
It has now been, the McGill Pain Questionnaire has been translated into over 50 languages. So we now have more than 50 translations of this.
After returning to Montreal in 1963, Dr. Melzack's brilliant work as a basic scientist, coupled with his deep empathy for patients suffering from chronic pain, led him to be the driving force behind the ultimate opening of Canada's first pain clinic at McGill.
He floated the idea of a pain centre in what's now the MUHC, and he met with a lot of enthusiastic support from his medical colleagues, and that eventually led to the pain centre.
So to get this group together focusing on these very difficult medical syndromes was a very important therapeutic step forward. Yeah.
It is important to have people from as many different medical specialties working to help the patient who is in pain.
In the late 80s, Dr. Melzack published the neuromatrix theory of pain, advancing a genetically determined neural network model.
Our brain develops in remarkable ways. We are born with twice as many neurons in our brain as we need, and they begin to slough away and almost sculpt what is happening. And the genes are such that they sculpt what I consider to be the neural matrix for feeling the body. So I think the future lies in how do you have many and integrate them into ultimately one feeling to which we give a name, pain.
For his seminal work, ongoing research, and profound impact on the psychology and physiology of pain, ladies and gentlemen, Canadian Medical Hall of Fame laureate, Dr. Ronald Melzack.